Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Narcissist Guy. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope that you're having a good day, and for those of you who are going through healing, I hope that you're staying strong and that you're coping well. In today's episode, I'll be talking about that it is high time you stopped playing an empath to a narcissist. An empath is one who unknowingly takes the tantrum and rubbish from a narcissist. Narcissism is a personality disorder. The person who is living with this does not recognize it. For a narcissist, it is a very normal way of living. Such people have an urgent need for attention, recognition, and validation all the time. They are completely unaware of others' needs. They do not believe in giving space to others, and their conversations are mainly in the form of monologues. Also, they live in a world where they rule and everybody else has to follow them. Needless to say, due to these tendencies, they have very few friends. They love to control and dominate, and they become very angry if they do not receive special treatment. It is said that the cause of narcissism is both genetic and environmental in nature. Every narcissist has an empath in life, or super empath. The empath is the only one who is unknowingly taking the tantrum and rubbish from the narcissist. At workplace, that can happen between a boss and a subordinate, and in personal life, it can happen between a parent and a child. Narcissists are manipulative by nature, and they behave in a way where the empath feels he or she is responsible for all that is going wrong with the narcissist and in general. A narcissist puts all the blame on the empath and feeds on the guilt and fear created as a result in the empath. It is known as gaslighting. That is manipulating someone psychologically into doubting their own sanity, creating guilt and fear, and then feeling empowered by doing this. Both the narcissist and the empath are highly sensitive in nature, but there is a difference. Narcissists are sensitive only for themselves, whereas empaths are sensitive about the whole world. Most of the empaths are not aware of spiritual reasons of being in this toxic condition. They keep taking the guilt and blame till their breaking point comes. There are certain lessons an empath can learn from this toxic condition in his or her life, because unless the lesson learned, he or she will keep having a narcissist in life in one or the other way. Empaths need to know that they are responsible for themselves first, and then to others. The way to others' happiness is not through them, so they should look at their need to please others. An empath feels for everyone and wants to contribute to make the world a better place. As a result, the habit of pleasing others develops. A narcissist loves being pleased and keeps creating situations, while an empath is in pleasing mode all the time. This situation is very draining and toxic in nature, so stop pleasing others. It is said that arguing with a narcissist is like getting arrested. Everything you say can and will be used against you. Simply putting forth arguments and even discussions with a narcissist do not bring any positive change. A narcissist is far beyond all that. An empath needs to learn to have faith in oneself. This decreases the need for others' approval. An empath needs to know that a narcissist is not only completely unaware of others' emotional needs, but also has a deaf ear to the pain that others are going through because of the narcissist. So making him or her aware of your pain and suppression only feeds a narcissist to become stronger in this disorder. Tears cannot budge a narcissist. Please stop explaining about how much you are going through. Rather take action. The action can even include walking away. An empath needs to learn to shed fear. Working on the solar plexus and root chakra helps a lot. When an empath emerges as a strong personality by stopping to please people and taking action, then he or she is no more the favorite of a narcissist. Remember, it's about feeding. If we keep feeding narcissists, then we will be their favorites. Also, it's important to check the patterns of life. Ask yourself if it is the first time that you are having a narcissist in your life. If you review your life and answer yourself honestly, the answer will be no. This is because an empath generally attracts narcissists right from childhood. Check your need to have a narcissist in life and work towards being emotionally independent. So yes guys, I also made a video a while ago on the super empath, when the super empath becomes the narcissist. It's also a very interesting subject. Actually, when you realize that you had enough with this covert narcissist is when you realize that this narcissist, this covert narcissist, has been in your life way longer than the overt narcissist. And when you recognize this, you're like, oh my gosh, this covert narcissist was in my life for such a long time and I didn't realize it. And that happens a lot. And it happens most of the time. You can say that it is a covert narcissist after you confronted this narcissist, or when you had enough, when enough is enough, and you become the narcissist. Okay, and you confront this covert narcissist. And when you confront this covert narcissist, it's not like that you would like. It's not that you're destroying, that you're doing it with the intention to destroy this narcissist, but actually it's kind of like an ultimatum. Change or leave. And most of the times, of course, the covert narcissist will leave and go into hiding. They will go into hiding. And when they go into hiding, they most likely will try to come back. They will try to come back, and hopefully you have forgotten about the situation. That is what they hope for. They hope for a moment that they can try to come back in. And the covert narcissist is very unaware that the super empath and the empath is very wise. They have a lot of wisdom. They're steeped in wisdom. Okay, so they need to be very strategic in how they return into your life. They are trying to figure out, okay, like, how can I get back into your life? How can I sneak back in as if nothing has happened? And that we can try to avoid to have this conversation. They will most likely have, and they know that you might forgive them. And there is this period of a super empath when they feel very confident after the confrontation with the narcissist. They feel very confident, and they are so confident in their decision as well that they made the right decision to get rid of this narcissist. And they are transforming. A super empath transforms. An empath transforms after confronting the narcissist. They are becoming so empowered. They become more powerful. And they are also willing to set healthy boundaries. They can easily say no more often, more than before. And they know who to say no to as well. They know when someone is toxic. They know when someone is disturbing their peace, their harmony, and they know when people are trying to distract them from their goals and their ambitions. And the super empath, guys, I tell you, it's such an interesting subject. Now, the super empath can destroy the narcissist. You know, the super empath's intention is not to destroy someone or take revenge on someone. That's not what a super empath does. But a super empath is someone who can destroy the narcissist. That's a fact. a super empath can destroy a narcissist when there's no contact anymore. So after the confrontation, most likely this covert narcissist is going into hiding. There is somewhere they're hiding, and you will see them making new Instagram accounts, Facebook accounts, new social media, and their old social media is kind of on silent for a while, and then after a while the super empath knows, like, oh, there's new social, oh, they created a new Instagram account. But the super empath is not falling for this trap. They are very, very smart and wise, so they will block this covert narcissist on every social media platform. And if they create a new social media platform, they will block that social media platform, because sometimes they appear in your suggested friends or whatever, and then the super empath is easy to block them. After a while, and I have to say, when the super empath has confronted this narcissist and the super empath chooses to go into no contact, after 3 or 4 months, the covert narcissist will try to come back. They will try to come back. They will try to come back by coincidentally bumping into you on the street or in a supermarket or in a mall or whatever. And I say coincidentally because it's not a coincidence. Covert narcissist will find out where the super empath is through their flying monkeys. They will use their flying monkeys to find out where the super empath is in life. And they will know that, because the super empath after this confrontation also goes into a state of shock, and I call that the shock of betrayal, because they feel so betrayed by this covert narcissist. They feel scammed by a narcissist. They feel conned by a narcissist, okay? Because they realize that it was all an illusion, that the relationship, the friendship with this narcissist was an illusion. And the super empath will go through a period of healing. They will have periods that they can't sleep, they're anxious, panic attacks, but because, and this is the most heaviest healing process they have ever had to do. A super empath can heal, and they have been to traumatic experience, and they're always able to pull themselves back up again. But this healing process after confronting the narcissist is the most heaviest they had to go through. But they're still able to pull themselves back up, and they always pull themselves back up. And when they've pulled themselves back up, they're standing more firmly on the ground and in life, and they're working on their transformation, they're working on their ambitions, on their goals in life, and they're slowly getting back. They're trying to turn this experience with a narcissist into something positive for themselves, mostly for themselves. They will realize that they're more like allergic to toxic people. They're allergic for people who are into drama and all that, and people who are not enriching their lives. And they're most likely like, okay, well, you know what? I turn my experience into something positive. And they will do that. Now, the covert narcissist, they will wonder what is happening with the covert narcissist. They will wonder, what is this covert narcissist up to? Because they feel, at one point, they feel like this covert narcissist is up to something. And the covert narcissist is trying to attack the super empath out of defeat and trying to get back to the super empath, trying to take revenge on the super empath. But they know that it's not possible, because they're injured. A covert narcissist who's injured by the super empath is not able to fight back. They can't fight. They have no ammunition. They have nothing to fight with. So it's like when someone has lost a war, when there's a war and someone is losing a war, and in this case, the narcissist has lost the so-called war, this narcissist has nothing to fight with. They have no ammunition. And because they are defeated, they're trying to get back at the super empath in a state of defeat. And it's so impossible. It's absolutely impossible. They will try in so many ways to come back at the super empath, because the narcissist has no one anymore. The super empath is the one person who the narcissist didn't cherish, didn't take care of. Because in a normal relationship, you are expected to invest in your relationship with someone, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, a marriage, whatever. You have to invest in that relationship. But the narcissist has never invested in that relationship. The narcissist only took advantage, abused the super empath, took it all for granted, all the help for granted. And the super empath and the empath keeps giving, pulling the narcissist back up from any troubled situation, or in a situation where a narcissist needs help. And the super empath, guys, I tell you, is such a strong person. Most people who think black and white, well, it is better to be straight to the point, straightforward, to have no filter. That's easy. That is easy for people who they're not far. They're still young souls. They're still simple souls. If you say, I'm straight to the point and I'm straightforward, that's easy. But it is more difficult to keep harmony and peace, okay? And only people who are high-level souls are able to do that. And super empaths are one of those souls. Empaths, super empaths, they have a very high level of mutual understanding. They're steeped in wisdom. They understand people. People would say, oh, they're not so confrontational. No, a super empath is not confrontational because it depends. It depends on the situation. If it is, for example, a neighbor, they will likely avoid to confront that person. They will try to live in peace and in harmony, and try to handle the situation with mutual understanding and looking at the long-term relationship. So super empaths and empaths are very focused on long-term relationships. They're not focused on short-term relationships. Short-term relationships have no meaning. They have no meaning to super empaths or empaths. Okay, because the inner circle of a super empath is very small. The confidence of a super empath or an empath is very small because they have very few friends that they consider loyal, and they know who those people are. They have friends who are actually very assertive, because super empaths need assertive friends, because they can teach a super empath certain things as well. So super empaths need these people as well. But also people who are wise as well, just wise as the super empath is, because a super empath is very grateful for the opinions of others. If other people would give the super empath their opinion, or say like, hey, listen, look at it from this point of view because you haven't checked it that way yet, or you haven't checked it this way yet. And the super empath will be, oh yeah, thank you. Well, I actually didn't. They will use the opinion of their friends as well a lot, because they appreciate it, they cherish it, they don't take it for granted. A super empath and super empaths and empaths never take friendships for granted. They're there for their friends as well, and vice versa. So what I wanted to say is that, yeah, you have people who are always like, thinking black and white. I'm such a straight to the point person, blah de blah de blah de blah. I tell you, it's rubbish, because those people are about ego. They put their ego first instead of putting their ego second. Because, and they would say, super empaths are weak. Super empaths are not weak. Super empaths are very strong individuals, very strong. And they know how to keep peace and harmony. Super empaths are peacemakers. That could be a great job for them, because they have this very high level of true mutual understanding. They are not violent people, aggressive people, but they can be. Don't underestimate that. A super empath can be violent as well, but that is the most last resort. It's not the first thing that comes up into their minds. The narcissist is a parasite, okay? A narcissist is a true parasite. They just eat, and they don't see you as a human being. They see you as primary objects. They see you as primary objects they can use. It's like they see you, you know, like a car that you can use. A car is useful, okay? And when a car is if a car breaks down, they just get rid of it and get a new one. They're not even trying to, you know, maintain the car. So the friendship between a super empath and a narcissist, let me tell you this: a super empath needs a narcissist in their life to awaken. Okay, they need that toxic person in their life. And the most toxic person is the covert narcissist. The overt narcissist can injure a super empath mentally. They can be very abusive mentally by gaslighting. So, you know, so I'm not saying that an overt narcissist is not dangerous, but let me say they're less dangerous than the covert. Okay, because the overt narcissist is more easier to spot, and you can easily find out what their own weaknesses are. Whereas a covert narcissist is like a chameleon. They can easily adjust to the situation, and they can feel the needs of others. So a covert narcissist is slow poison, very slow poison. Okay, they are obsessed with their beauty. They are obsessed with their face, with their makeup, with their appearances. That is because that is the only thing a covert narcissist can offer. Because from inside they're stupid, they're empty, they're, you know, there's nothing that they can offer. If you talk to someone who has a romantic relationship with a covert narcissist and you ask them what they like about them, they would most likely say, she's the most beautiful girl I've ever met. And that's all they have, their beauty, nothing else. Their beauty is all they can offer. And this covert narcissist, I've mentioned it before, is so destructive. They create destruction, chaos, panic, stress. And someone commented in my videos that the covert narcissist is that it's true that the covert narcissist is that there's a cycle of 3 months. Yeah, I've said this before. The covert narcissist destroys within 3 months, destroys everything. Where there is peace, they create war. Where there is harmony, they create chaos and stress and panic. And the covert narcissist is very paranoid, disgusting. They are envious, jealous of others. They always talk about other people. They always talk about their neighbor, about their friend, about the husband of their friend, because they're jealous. They always talk about others because it will take away the spotlight. They always talk about others, so the spotlight is not on the covert narcissist. They're very smart. They will always see things that aren't there. Like they would say, yeah, you know what? I think that your friend is flirting with me. Or, oh my gosh, she's flirting with my boyfriend. Stuff like that. Well, even it's not true, you know, like, and they will make believe it's true because they would say, remember yesterday when we were sitting there? You didn't see that? No, I didn't see that. No, well, she was flirting with him. She was flirting with my friend. Stuff like that. That is what a covert narcissist. They're delusional. They're paranoid. And they're very scared of dying. A covert narcissist is very scared of dying. When they're sick, even if they have just a little flu, and I know, you know, there's a pandemic at the moment, so, you can be scared if you have a flu now, but let's say if there's no pandemic and they have the flu, they're scared of dying. They're so scared of dying. They would say like, oh my gosh, I was imagining what would my baby girl do. So if they have a child, what would my baby girl do if I'm not here? Blah, 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 blah. It's all rubbish. They're extremely scared of death. Now, and they have a money addiction. Covert narcissists love money. They are obsessed with money and they like to spend money. And if they don't have money, they will spend your money. And if you don't have money, they will make sure that you will get money for them. So they can, because they are addicted to shopping, beauty products, you have people who like to buy clothing or fashion or, stay up to date with fashion. It's okay. That's no problem. But a covert narcissist is extreme. So it's always extreme. It's not just like, okay, let me get the bottle of perfume of 50 or $60. No, if it's $200, they would buy it, even if they cannot afford it. Okay, this is different than someone who has empathy and has shopping addict problems, or someone with empathy who is a shopping addict. That's different. They still have feelings. You know, they still know that they're wrong, or that they're doing or that they're addicted, or when they are, like whatever. But a covert narcissist is extremely addicted to shopping, and they will sleep with someone very quick. A covert narcissist, if they meet someone new during the love bombing phase, they will use sex very quickly. They would go to bed with someone very quickly, and then when that person is in the relationship with the narcissist, they will start to devalue. Who is a perfect match for the covert narcissist? Well, I've talked about it in a previous episode. A codependent. A codependent is like a match to a narcissist, because to the covert narcissist, especially the covert narcissist, because the codependent needs to get gratification all the time for everything they do, a validation, gratification, and the covert narcissist knows this. So the covert narcissist is very aware, but a covert narcissist get bored. Covert narcissists get bored. They feel bored very easily. So they're always looking for something that's new, novum. Something new, when you have a new toy. You're very excited at the beginning, and then after a while you're like, oh, I'm bored, I need something else. Covert narcissists have that all the time. Covert narcissists don't love their children either. They hate their children. It's an extension of themselves. They only see them as an extension of themselves, and they get jealous the older they get. So the older the child gets, the more jealous the covert narcissist will be, and they will hate their child for that, because they will get the attention. The covert narcissist wants that attention, but the attention is diverted to their child, and when the child gets all the attention, they can't stand it. They pretend that they everybody likes my child, or they would say, my child is just like me. I was also like that when I was young. My child is like me. That's bullshit. Sorry, it's rubbish. It's not true. The child is not like them. They wish they would. That their child would be like them. Well, actually, it's a good thing that the child is not like them. A lot of the times, this child is smart. The daughter of a covert narcissist, when they grow up, they're very, very smart. They're not stupid. They're very intelligent, and they will figure out that their mother is crazy, kukulala, in their head. So, well, guys, I keep talking, but I hope that it was an interesting subject for today. If it was, please subscribe to my channel, The Narcissist Guide, on YouTube. You can also leave your comments in the comment box. I truly appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel, and all people who have been viewing, and your comments truly help other people as well. I'm sure it does, because you will recognize your situation, or it will confirm a situation you've been in with a narcissist. Thank you so very much for listening today, and see you next time.